All right, welcome back to another Day of Giving video. Today I'm joined by Dr. Chris Chartier, Professor of Psychology here at Ashland University, and Dr. Jeff Weidenhamer, Professor of Chemistry. So thank you both for taking some time today and joining me.
Yeah, of course.
So as we get started, we're speaking specifically today about faculty-student research here at Ashland University. So can you share a little bit about what that means to the student experience?
Yeah, absolutely. In our program, and I'm sure this is true of Jeff's as well, we talk a lot about the importance of learning outside of the classroom and getting hands-on experience. And in psychology, that means getting involved in our data collection projects and running our studies. And so all faculty research in our program and department typically has student collaborators. They can get involved in the whole process, the whole life cycle of a psychological study, and ultimately analyze data, disseminate data, potentially publish those results, and get experiences that are just really valuable for them if they're going to graduate school, or learn skills that are really attractive to employers by working with faculty directly on research.
Yeah, one of the things I most enjoy about being at Ashland is the opportunity to work with students in the lab on research projects. And it does give them an opportunity to learn science in a very different way than in the classroom, tackling a project that they're interested in, getting data. We have the equipment in the laboratories that they can use and gain experience on, and then interpreting that data, writing it up, presenting it, in some cases going to conferences, getting a taste of what scientists do in terms of presenting those results, and sometimes co-authoring papers. So for many students, this is a real transformative experience because it shows them what scientific research is all about.
Wonderful. I know that in my work, talking to alumni, both of you are referenced in the student research and working with both of you and those experiences that they've had. So you can definitely see the value of being involved in that process. So as we speak a little bit more specifically about the Day of Giving and how donors can support faculty student research, can you share the ways that they can impact that experience for our students?
Sure. It is not inexpensive for students to get involved in student research projects. Science in chemistry and biology, the reagents we use cost money. The equipment that is used needs supplies to keep running. And for students to go to a scientific meeting, the travel costs, those, having support for that has made it possible for a number of our students to go to meetings and really have some transformative experiences.
Yeah, cool. I'll add on to that basically there's two ways that financial support kind of helps the student experience, and that's one is breadth and one is depth. So in terms of breadth, like you mentioned, it's not free to conduct and disseminate this research. And so any financial support means that likely I can connect more students to interesting projects or impact more students in a given semester than I would otherwise without that type of support. That's the breadth, so more students impacted, but also the depth. The studies we can do, the equipment we can access, the samples we can collect are just better, more interesting, more scientifically rigorous if we have financial support. So you get more students involved in more interesting and deep projects with support.
Well, I feel it's safe to say that the experience that these students are gaining is invaluable, and any and all support that can go to that to help expand their opportunities and the experience that they have inside and outside the classroom only sets them up for successes as they move forward. As we wrap up here today, can you share a little bit about what you're looking forward to this upcoming spring and the rest of the school year?
Yeah, absolutely. Me and my student team, right now there's about 6 of us working together, 6 students working together with me. The thing we're most excited about right now is a large global study of what we call moral experiences in everyday life. So this semester, we're actually sampling using text messages. Over 10,000 global participants all around the world who give brief daily reports of if they experience an event that has any type of moral connotation or meaning in their daily life. And we're going to analyze those data to see what types of impacts those moral experiences have on their mental health, on their emotional outcomes, and their daily life. And so I know the students are all excited. It's like a really interesting and large project that we're able to connect ourselves to and collect data on this spring. So
Wonderful.
yeah, pretty excited.
Um, just a couple of weeks ago, one of my previous students finally got a paper out in print, and based on her work here at Ashland on a project, so it was great to see that. I have one research student this spring working on a project on red cedar and the chemistry of those plants. One of the highlights of the spring semester is always the undergraduate research and creative activities symposium, where students present the results of their research at that symposium, sometimes in posters, sometimes in oral presentations. And it's really a great place to see what students are doing with a very large number of AU faculty in a variety of fields.
Well, one of the things that Ashland has always talked about is accent on the individual, and the two of you embody that to a T. So we thank you for all that you do inside and outside the classroom to positively impact our students on a daily basis. And Eagle Nation, you know what to do. Let's step up and support faculty-student research here and continue to impact our students in a positive way inside and outside the classroom with our faculty members. Go Eagles.